Slide 1. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to the virtual public meeting for the US 81, US 287 at County Road 4227, 4228 intersection improvements and roadway reconstruction project in Wise County, Texas. This virtual public meeting has been pre-recorded. Slide 2. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ricardo Gonzalez, and I serve as the Director of Transportation Planning and Development for the Fort Worth District of the Texas Department of Transportation, better known as TxDOT. This virtual public meeting, presented by TxDOT, is being provided to share information and to encourage comments from the public regarding the proposed US 81, US 287 at County Road 4227 and 4228 intersection improvements and roadway reconstruction project. The project webpage for this virtual public meeting is located at www.TxDOT.gov. Slide 3. Given the unique circumstances of the COVID-19 outbreak, along with our commitment to protecting public health during the national emergency, TxDOT is conducting this virtual public meeting to avoid in-person contact. At this time, the virtual format will be in lieu of the in-person public meeting. This presentation has been pre-recorded and will cover the same information the TxDOT Fort Worth District would have shared at the in-person public meeting, and all the project information can still be found on the TxDOT project website. For this virtual public meeting format, the comment process will be different, but still vital to our project planning process. You are strongly encouraged to provide comments to guide us in the development of this project. Details on how to submit a comment and how your questions will be addressed will be covered later in this presentation. Slide 4. If you need this presentation translated to any other language, please contact Dr. Francis Smith, PE, at 817-370-6708 or at francis.smith@txdot.gov.
Slide 5. Welcome, and thank you for participating in this virtual public meeting. My name is Manuel Calderon. I am with Jacobs, and I am working as a consultant on this project. This information is made available to the public starting on July 14th, 2020. This virtual public meeting will remain available on the TxDOT website until July 29th, 2020. The goal of our meeting today is to provide an overview of the proposed project, update stakeholders and the public on the project's purpose and timeline, as well as explain how you can provide input on the proposed project and outline where you can get additional information. Slide 6. Historically, the Federal Highway Administration, otherwise known as FHWA, reviewed and approved federally funded projects developed by TxDOT under the National Environmental Policy Act, known as NEPA. On December 16, 2014, TxDOT was provided full NEPA approval responsibilities through a Memorandum of Understanding with FHWA. This Memorandum of Understanding was renewed on December 9, 2019. This review and approval process applies to this proposed project. This virtual public meeting presented by TxDOT is being provided to share information and to encourage comments from the public regarding the proposed US 81, US 287 intersection improvement projects. Notices for this meeting were published on the TxDOT website and appeared in the Fort Worth Star-Telegram on June 29, 2020, the Wise County Messenger on July 1, 2020, and La Estrella on July 4, 2020. The notice was also mailed to adjacent property owners and elected public officials. Slide 7. The proposed project stretches from 0.6 miles north of County Road 4228 to 1.8 miles south of County Road 4228, south of Decatur, Texas. Slide 8. TxDOT has developed the following project purpose to guide project development. The purpose of this project is to enhance safety while maintaining access to the commercial and residential developments on the west side of US 81, US 287. This virtual meeting is our first public meeting for the proposed project. Slide 9. Project goals were developed based on the local needs and as outlined in the North Central Texas Council of Governments Mobility 2045 Plan. Project goals include improved mobility by adding frontage roads, add a grade separated street crossing to improve access, mobility, and enhance safety. The construction of a new interchange at NRS Ranch Road was outlined in the Mobility 2045 Plan. It states, National Roper Supply, NRS, and residential developments on the west side of US 81, US 287 generate significant traffic with a high percentage of large and/or trailered vehicles. A grade separated facility would enhance safety for vehicles accessing these developments from US 81, US 287. Slide 10. The proposed project is approximately 2.4 miles long. The construction cost estimate is $39.5 million. Slide 11. Ultimately, the proposed project will include reconstruction of US 81, US 287, taking it from a 4-lane rural highway to a 4-lane controlled access highway. A grade separated crossing will be constructed at NRS Ranch Road. In addition to the grade separated crossing, main lanes and frontage roads will be reconstructed. New lanes will be built, and improvements will be made to the intersections. U-turns will be added on frontage roads at the US 81, US 287 NRS overpass. An interim project is proposed which will include implementing crossover improvements and adding acceleration-deceleration lanes. Slide 12. These typical sections show what the highway looks like today and what the proposed project will look like. The existing right-of-way will accommodate the proposed improvements. Currently, the project team estimates that 0.6 acres of new right-of-way will be needed, and no residential or non-residential relocations are anticipated. Slide 13. Typically, at a public meeting, we have a large roll plot showing the schematic design for the project. We cannot do this for a virtual public meeting, but you can view the PDF of the schematic on the project website. You can zoom into your area of interest and see what the proposed project will look like. The yellow shading in the schematic shows the proposed highway main lanes. The proposed frontage roads are seen in green, and the ramps are shown in purple. You can check out the legend and full schematic on the project website. Slide 14. Here is the current schedule for the proposed project. We are currently working to refine the schematic. Public comments from this meeting will be evaluated to develop the schematic design. We anticipate that the schematic will be completed by fall of 2020. TxDOT is working to have environmental approval by spring of 2021. Final design and construction have not yet been determined. Slide 15. In addition to the proposed project, TxDOT is working on an interim project that will remove or improve existing crossovers and install new crossovers along the US 81, US 287 corridor. The design of these crossover improvements is just getting started and will be coordinated with the proposed US 81, US 287 intersection improvements project. Slide 16. This picture shows the existing crossover at County Road 4228 that will be removed. The picture on the right shows the proposed crossover improvements that will be made during the proposed interim project. Slide 17. Here's the current schedule for the crossover improvements project. TxDOT recently started working on the design, and we anticipate the design will be finalized by spring of 2021. And construction will begin in winter of 2022. The cost of the crossover improvements project is estimated to be $14 million. We are presenting information on a separate interim project today, so you are aware of the interim improvements along the corridor. Also, we welcome your feedback on aspects of all proposed improvements. Slide 18. We want your feedback on the proposed project. You can provide comments a number of ways. Slide 19. TxDOT is committed to continuing our efforts to gain public input on this project. We understand this virtual public meeting format is a bit different, so let's take a few minutes and explain the comment process, the most important part of this presentation. Given our current COVID-19 situation, the Fort Worth District is asking the public to provide their comments in the following ways. Use the online comment form to provide input. Email your comments to Dr. Francis Smith at francis.smith@txdot.gov. Mail your comments to TxDOT. Attention Dr. Francis Smith at 2501 Southwest Loop 820 in Fort Worth, Texas 76133. If you receive a comment form in the mail, you can also use that to mail or email us your comments. The public may call project staff during regular office hours or email project staff to ask questions about the project at any time in the project development process. Comments are always welcome during the entire project development process. However, comments received by Wednesday, July 29, 2020, which is 15 days after the meeting date of July 14, 2020, will be included in the official meeting documentation. This documentation will be posted on the TxDOT website within a few months. Slide 20. Thank you for participating in our virtual public meeting. If you're interested in what is going on at TxDOT Fort Worth District, have questions, comments, or concerns, you can give us a call at 817-370-6500. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Slide 21. Thank you for participating. Don't forget to submit your comments by July 29, 2020. This concludes our pre-recorded presentation. Thank you again, and please stay safe.